we roll high, big whips, big joints, big blunts, it's the Buckeye way. We rollin' nothing but that loud, Buckeye loud pack. Let's roll up Ohio. Heavy bass hits, horns rise, mastermind cannabis, Ohio Cannabis live. We here to unite. Let's light it up. Ohio where we roll high, big whips, big vibes, big joints, big blunts, Buckeye loud for life. From 216 to 614, we keep it lit. 330 and 740, we the ultimate. Nothing but that loud pack, the pride of the state. Roll it up, light it up, let's elevate. From Akron to Canton, Columbus to Dayton, Buckeye buzz so strong, there's no debating. You can see the smoke rise, we shining bright. Ohio loud, got us glowing in the satellite light. Ohio Cannabis live, yeah, we here to stay. Uniting 88 counties in a major way. Let's roll up Ohio, let's toke and chill. Big blunts, big joints, yeah, you know the deal. Buckeye loud pack, we blazing the game. Ohio forever, remember the name. Let's roll up Ohio, we rollin' proud. You can see the smoke from space, it's that loud. From the fields to the streets, we feel the thrill. Ohio's the anthem, let's roll and chill. We on a whole new level, Ohio's the vibe. Big clouds in the sky, Buckeyes ride or die. From 419 to 513, we keep it tight. 937 and 440, we ignite. Big joints in Columbus, big blunts in the south. From Toledo to Cleveland, we lighten the loud. Ohio's united, this our time to shine. 88 counties reppin', all on the grind. Put it in a joint, light it and smoke it, Buckeye pride strong. Ohio's the focus, from I-70 to 71 we ride. Ohio Cannabis live, keeping us unified. Let's roll up Ohio, let's toke and chill. Big blunts, big joints, yeah, you know the deal. Buckeye loud pack, we blazing the game. Ohio forever, remember the name. Let's roll up Ohio, we rollin' proud. You can see the smoke from space, it's that loud. From the fields to the streets, we feel the thrill. Ohio's the anthem, let's roll and chill. Ohio, Ohio, let's rise together. Buckeye pride, yeah, it's now or never. Big clouds, big vibes, we set the tone. Ohio's
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Mastermind here for Ohio Cannabis Live. Welcome back to another episode. If you're new to my content, please do me a favor and please hit the like, subscribe button. If you're returning to the show, thank you again for being here with me. We are so close. I got to provide an update on the views. We are at less than 121,000 views to get to 1 million views. So keep rewatching all those old videos. Keep watching all those shorts and sharing those with your friends. It is working. We're averaging somewhere like 56,000 views every 28 days. We are already like almost at 5,000 views today. So we are doing something. We have triggered the algorithm. And I do mean we, because I couldn't have got here without you. And so I just want to remind you that if you are a member of the channel, you do now have a new benefit that was unlocked last week. I just remind you, members of the channel actually get access to a free mastermind clone. So yes, you can get your clones. They go very quickly, but you get one absolutely for free. We do have some layer cake clones. You do have to come to Columbus to get it. We do not ship it or do not deliver it to you. You will have to come get it, but it is absolutely yours for free. But it is based on availability and whatever strains we got. What I hope to do today, and I didn't have time because I had a good visitor here. Shout out to my cousin for coming here and helping us out with some stuff around the house. Shout out to my cousin Kenny. Appreciate you, my good cousin. I want to say my brother, but that's my cousin. And, thank you again for helping me today. So Let's talk about the big news of the day. Sub Bill 56 stalled. What is next? And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Again, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Lynette. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Cleveland Crows fan. Thank you, Newt Nees, for being here with me this time. Make sure we sharing this video. We got 14 viewers. We need to get it up. We need to get them likes up. So smash that like button. Just remember that every view is going to count right now to unlock the 1 million view celebration party that I will be throwing sometime this year, because I know we're going to hit 1 million views this year. So we're going to celebrate. We're going to turn up. Now, something else that I get asked about a lot right now, because again, what's next now that Senate Bill 56 is stalled, is what about the Ohio Cannabis Expo? And I would like to answer that. And I would say that the Ohio Cannabis Expo will be happening in Columbus, and I will be announcing when the expo will be happening at the end of this month. So give me just a few more days. Today is Friday, so this week is gone. So hopefully by next week, I should be able to at least give you the date. But the location is Columbus, Ohio. What else do we plan on doing besides the expo and the celebration party? We also are planning on having some more cannabis town halls, because again, like I said in some of the other clips, the battle isn't over because the bill is stalled. We still have to continue to provide information and education to others who don't know what's going on right now. And we have constantly, time and time again, seen that there is an information gap and getting people this information. But we also see that there's a gap in just having a good time with this stuff. People don't know what they can do and what they can and can't do. So it's important for us to try to help people understand what things they can do. One of the big things is consumption. I would like to go over that with you. A lot of people want to know, like, what is the consumption rule right now? Public consumption is not permitted under the current law. This is the law that we voted in, not something that lawmakers made. Public consumption was never part of legal cannabis in Ohio, not under the medical program or under recreational. So consumption of cannabis should be happening, behind closed doors, wherever you want it to happen at. But you shouldn't be anywhere that is a public space and smoking cannabis. That's absolutely not legal. What I have been advocating for and others are asking for is consumption spaces, consumption zones, consumption lounges, somewhere the cannabis consumers can legally go that is some type of public space, but will be okay for cannabis consumers to consume within that space, provided that it is away from children and it is not a place that could affect any other people who don't want to smell cannabis. So I think those are some of the things that need to be worked out, and that's what I was asking for when I did my testimony. I was asking for some things to be clarified. Something else that I want clarified that is very not clear is the ability of home growers to be able to legally sell seeds and clones. This is something I feel very strongly about that needs to be worked out. I think a lot of people believe that they can operate under the hemp law, and that is absolutely not correct. I'm sorry. It's just not. It's not, in the sense that our hemp laws are very ridiculous and very weird, with compared to what the federal law is. And so it's not that you as a home grower is doing it wrong. It's the fact that our agricultural department isn't set up in the best way that they should be to operate a hemp program in a way that consumers can navigate. It's just like the whole situation with products that are being sold in stores and not being tested or regulated, and then there not being an age limit. All the things that they were crying and boohooing about, they never still didn't get sorted out. We still don't have a solid age limit for hemp products, and we should have one. We still don't have clear guidelines for businesses that are not cannabis related businesses, and they're still continuing to sell cannabis related products without any guidance, without any oversight, without any testing, without anything. So buying these things that are marked as THCA at all these different corner stores and whatnot, you're literally buying these things at your own risk. And that's up to you. That's your prerogative if that's what you would like to do. But what should really be happening is these store owners should be educated about what products they should be selling and what products they should be avoiding. and they should be too getting information and having operations to be able to do these things correctly and accurately. That's all I'm really trying to get at. I'm not trying to see somebody not make money, but at the same time, let's get it right. And that's where Ohio is not doing it right. They're not, and we're not getting it right. We are totally getting it wrong in the sense that we're not making it easy to figure out where dispensaries are. We're not making it easy to figure out where to get consistent products. If you like a particular strain, good luck trying to find it. Imagine I like to buy baked potato chips, okay? I know for a fact that I can go to Subway and 9 out of 10 times, because Subway has a partnership with Lay's, they're selling baked potato chips. I know I can go to the grocery store and I have a strong possibility of getting baked potato chips. But if I like layer cake or I like runts, I have a very limited chance of locating these strains at 1 out of 20 dispensaries in Ohio. In Columbus, I'm looking for ice cream cake right now. If you could tell me what dispensary in Ohio that has Clutch ice cream cake in it, I would like to know, because I haven't seen Clutch ice cream cake. I haven't seen anyone in the dispensary selling ice cream cake. So I'm going to grow my own ice cream cake. Thank you, Mama Mastermind, for hooking me up with the super chat. Everybody say hi to Mama Mastermind. We're up to 22 confirmed viewers. We got to keep it sharing. We need to get this thing up. One day we'll look and it'll be thousands of people watching this. And they'll be like, remember when it was only 22 people watching it? Now look at it. It's thousands of people watching this thing all over the world. And it just doesn't keep, it doesn't end. It doesn't stop. I feel like that's the main thing. It doesn't stop. So we're really close to a major milestone right now. So I really am hoping that this will happen. And I think what's going to happen is it's going to be like one of them delay things where we're like counting it down and we're waiting on it to happen, and then boom, it happens. And that's okay. I mean, that's okay. Sometimes that's just how it is. But at the end of the day, I want you to tell me right now in the comments on a real live stream here, what is your reaction to lawmakers again not being able to come together on a vote and basically getting all this fear mongering going, getting everybody scared and worried that the law is going to change. They called me the night before and told me they had the votes. And then guess what? Now they don't have the votes. What happened? I want to know how y'all feel about this up and down. We've had so many different Senate bills and House bills about this since we legalized it, and none of this stuff goes through. So none of the things that actually do need tuning or fixing or adjusting never get fixed. So this, a good example is the fact that medical patients still aren't able to smoke cannabis. It's still against the rules. As a medical cannabis patient, I can't smoke cannabis, but as a recreational consumer or as a home grower, I can. So make no mistake, right behind me, you see what's behind me is that good old layer cake that I believe in. Trust in layer cake to help me with my pain. What's up, Red Dunk? You're right, Red Dunk. It's not about safety. It is about money. You wouldn't be surprised if they propose a new bill that only addresses the taxes. Now, see, and that's something else I think could be still. If you say if there's anything that we should look out for, that is a good point, Red Dawn. As we need to think about the budget isn't done yet. So if they put this budget out, they could slip in changes. Some of the things they wanted that they didn't get in either House Bill 160 or SB 56, they could put this in the budget. And of course, the line could just wink and smile and it'd be passed. And next thing you know, they've made the sales tax 10%, 20%, 15%. So I just want y'all to understand how our cannabis tax structure works. If you're a medical cannabis patient, you're only paying whatever your sales tax is for that location where you live. If you live in Columbus, you're paying the city and the state sales tax, which is about 8% right now. And that seems like what it is in a lot of bigger cities. And in some of the small municipalities, they've raised their taxes up a little bit as well, but they're smaller. if you're buying as a recreational consumer, you're going to add 10% to whatever it is. So you might be in Columbus, you're paying 18%. You might be in Cleveland and be paying almost 19%. But if you're a medical patient, subtract 10% off, which usually in most cases we've understood it to be about a $5 to $10 price difference between buying as a medical or buying as a recreational. And the savings do matter if you are somebody who requires a lot of trips to the dispensary. It makes sense. I mean, because sometimes some places will stack those discounts and you'll get even better deals than what we're talking about right now just because you're a medical patient. So I still believe in having a medical card. I still have my medical cannabis card. But I had to tell you, I'm torn between two worlds. I'm a home grower, right? I'm a medical cannabis patient. I also have a white label. So I'm a retailer, I guess, in some sense, right? If you buy my vapes. And I'm a media person. I'm the media person. I'm the news media person. I'm the information person. Man, I got so many hats. Then I'm never going to get my hair back now dealing with y'all. Now I feel like George Jefferson. I feel like an old man. That wasn't me squeaking here. That was a door opening. So no, I didn't squeak. We are live. So you sneaking up behind me. Yeah. So, what's up, Boomer Grown? Well, not really, because there is no state fee, so you don't have to pay the state any money. And the doctor fee is 100 or less, and a renewal is $50. So, not really. I mean, yeah, if you go to the dispensary more than 5 times, and you save $10 more than 5 times, you just paid for that medical card. And I know me, I go more than 5 times. Well, the reason to him, this is a great question, Abical. Love the name, love the screen name. Lucky you to get that one. And it's a good question. So the reason why the hemp industry is still in trouble is because, see, there's still another piece of legislation out there, and it's called Senate Bill 198. Basically, what still a fight over the hemp drinks and hemp products. Right now, hemp retailers within our state, they're having trouble getting their products into stores. And this is simply because a lot of hemp farmers have just shut down. I mean, because it's not making no money. It's very complicated right now. And, you know, this whole system, I don't disagree with you that the farm bill needs to be redone over. I don't disagree with you at all there. I think what we missed with hemp and what we're missing with cannabis is the construction value. Right now, 3D printing is hot, okay? What we know about 3D printing is that it's safe, it's stable, it's scalable. And what else we know about 3D printing is that you can take a variety of materials, including hemp, and feed it into a machine and make bricks, structures, devices, equipment, inventions. I know a person's making jewelry out of hemp. So we have a material that we could be taking the waste. Just imagine if there was a cannabis recycle that where you could throw away your stems and whatever else waste that you had and get money for that, because they're going to take that and build other products out of it to help save money. Clothing, rope. I could go on. There's so many things we could make out of weed. It's mind-boggling. And then we have all the different applications: smoking it, vaping it, bathing in it, drinking it, putting it under your tongue, inject. I just be injecting this stuff. Tinctures, suppositories, inhalers, nebulizers, sprays, topicals, rubs, edibles. You understand what I'm saying? So it's so much bigger. And speaking of that, there's a gentleman that I'm following. Shout out to my buddy Nature's Jab. My brother has figured out how to turn plastic into gas, into fuel. And imagine if we could take his technology that he has already coined, and we could figure out how to take cannabis, which has already been done here in Ohio. And Grow Ohio was actually doing this at one point. They were taking their waste material and they were sending it to a bio plant next door and making energy out of it. So we know that we can also make energy out of cannabis. Imagine taking cannabis waste from all the different companies instead of all, when cannabis expires, instead of us destroying it and throwing it into the ground, the trash. Imagine us taking that and reusing it to make products that are then resold in our market and beyond. And then we could export things that are made here in Ohio, that are made from recyclables. Before we know it, we could probably make a damn car out of this stuff. Why not take hemp and convert it into a similar structure or substance like fiberglass? Somehow spawn it up like they do with the wood, but in the like mixture it in so that imagine that somebody comes out and they say, man, I've got a car that's built out of weed. That'd just be amazing. A car built out of weed. But anyway, so what I want to know is that now that this Senate bill is stalled, does everyone feel more relaxed? Do you think that this is over? I don't think it's over. I think this is a repeat cycle. We're going to see this thing happen over and over again, and they're going to keep doing it. I think that until something is passed, it's going to keep happening. The property tax amendment is worth talking about briefly because some of us are affected by that. And the concern with something like that would be is that, where are they going to replace the cost of the funds they were raising from property tax? Where is that money going to come from now if they take it away from that fund? If there is no property tax fund, then how do all the other things that you get paid for using property tax get paid for then? What do they do? Increase taxes on other things? Raise taxes on sales? Raise sales taxes? Raise gasoline prices? They already tried that. They raised the reason we pay more for gas sometimes isn't because of gas being high. It's because they put in a extra tax on our gas to supposedly fix the roads that are still not fixed. And the reason I think we need to take some of that money from cannabis and fix our roads is because that's what Michigan is doing. Monkey see, monkey do. I mean, that's what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to copy it. 1939, I think Ford make a hemp composite car. I would love to see some pictures of that if you find that. That sounds amazing. And I wouldn't put it past them because back in the early 1900s, they were doing so many different things with hemp that we're not doing now. Again, it's mind-boggling. I think one of the reasons that the bill fell apart, they couldn't agree on the money. Well, I think part of the reason it fell apart is their phones couldn't stop ringing and their emails couldn't stop blowing up because they're getting lots and lots of emails from lots and lots of angry voters who are totally upset that um, this is happening. Now that they were made aware of it. See what it was, they were going to slip this through. People weren't going to be aware of it. But see, because of all the advocacy from all the different advocates and everybody else who showed up, showed out, and all the folks on my good folks on Reddit, they don't want to give Reddit no credit, but I'm gonna give Reddit some credit. We blew up on Reddit, man. I'm gonna put to y'all like this. Sorry, Reddit, I'm gonna put y'all on the spot. We posted it on Reddit about what was gonna happen, and an hour later, that hearing was canceled. That part. So, I think that the last time we was told, they sent us an ominous message. You have 30 hours to stop this from passing. So I posted it. We got 30 hours, everybody. And it was like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, a BMW i3 is made of hemp. That would be nice. Send me some paperwork. Send me some information on that. Send me some. How you doing, Tabby? Thanks for being here. So just do me a favor. If you've been here for a while, I want to know a couple things. First of all, I want to know what you're having for dinner. I want to know how the weather is in your area, and I want to know what your favorite strain is right now. So if you could do one of those three or all of those three questions in the comments, what this will do was help boost up our algorithm even more because I can see it. It's like a mountain climbing up, right? I mean, it's really something to see it, like to watch what happens. And I love showing y'all, sometimes I'll show y'all a behind the scenes view of what it looks like when I'm doing stuff. And that's kind of something that you see right there. But at the same time, I really want to show you the screen that I'm looking at now. Yeah, here it is. And see, we have to keep the mountain climbing. You see that? This mountain that's climbing up right now. And so to keep that mountain climbing, this helps keep the algorithm. So y'all answer those questions in the comments. This helps boost the algorithm and therefore it helps keep this thing going. And so also, um, yeah, it's 80 degrees there. I heard it's going to be 100 degrees there. And see, another thing, what you're doing when you answer these comments and they're showing up on the screen is you're giving us a forecast update all over the state. So whoever's watching this on the replay tonight, they're literally getting your forecast and they're getting ideas about dinner and they're getting information about what strains they want to like look into all at the same time you're getting the news. So another thing I'm working on doing is I'm working on something called uh, Good Morning with Mastermind. So this is basically going to be a morning show that is kind of like a morning show, and it's going to be different than what we're used to seeing at on the Friday night. It won't be at 4:20, so it'll probably be like at maybe 10 or 11. I'm wanting to show y'all something, so that's why you're seeing all these screens right now. But what I do want to show everyone is that this is like what I look at every day to keep track of what's going on my channel. And right now, I just want to show you. Thank you to all of you who have gotten us to our revenue up to $124. That definitely is going to help us, because we still have to pay all these things. But I also want y'all to take note of this 58,000 views in the last 28 days. I mean, if I can't tell y'all we're killing it, we're killing it. We're killing it. So keep replaying all these videos. And I also want to talk about the next round of strains that are coming. And I showed y'all this video before. Um, and I'm not going to play that because they'll strike me. But lemon cherry gelato, runts, ice cream cake. Those are the three strains that I'm about to start growing. I'm popping these seeds today. I'm not waiting no longer. So it's time for me to get this thing going. So again, I thank y'all for helping me get there, reach these milestones. Let me look and see where we are while I'm here. Let me see what our view count is while we're live. Let's see if we can pull up and see what we're at right now. Uh, Z Skittles hybrid. Okay, that sounds good. I like Z Skittles. I like candy anyway. See, they said I already got age restricted. I get these messages all the time. So let's clear this age restriction queue out. See, age restricted, age restricted, age restricted. So, um, wait, okay. My mind went blank there for a second. I know what I wanted to show you. We got to get to the dashboard, the analytics. Let's see, lifetime. This is in the real time updating, so I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna hit lifetime. And drum roll, please. We are at 881,671 views. Okay. So, and for those who are curious, like you want to know, like YouTube making money. So I started the channel in 2019, and after you reach the milestones of being able to actually earn money, the whole amount I've earned the whole time, just so y'all know, this is not like millions of dollars. So I'll share this with you. Is $1,634. That's what I've made out of all this. I can tell you the laptop that I'm on right now costs more than that. So like I have put in thousands of dollars of my Social Security money into this. I've DoorDash money to help pay for this. My mastermind has helped. Y'all have helped. Everybody has helped me keep this thing going. So I just want to again thank everybody who has helped contribute to Ohio Cannabis Live and help keep us going. And so we're not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. I'm only trying to make it bigger and get more people in it and involved and being a part of the nation we're building here. And I'm just going to keep building more things as I go. So don't forget that if you are growing, we got our own network, Ohio Cannabis Growers. We got our own channel. If you want to put some of your videos on our channel, that's fine. You can do that as a featured grower. The channel isn't all about me and what I'm doing. It's about the community itself. So it's not a know-it-all channel or anything like that. It's just us doing what we do as Ohio Cannabis Growers. And I feel like there's a big network of us out there doing that. So that's all it is. Us basically just showing off some of our work and maybe doing some interviews and talking about some of the things that we do within our grow. So that's what Ohio Cannabis Growers is. And that's us. It's not me, it's us. Just like Ohio Cannabis Live, you might say it's me, but it really isn't. It's really us because without us, there is no me. There is no Wild Cannabis Live. So again, I just got to make sure I say that to y'all sometimes so y'all can hear that. That I'm definitely humbled by all the things that have happened. And I just remember when I started this out, I literally had a desk that had nothing on it, a white T-shirt, and I remember I had that old cheap looking NASA hat. Remember the NASA hat? I still got the NASA hat. So I remember that, I had nothing. And, right now, I have evolved a lot, but it's still a long way to go to get to where I'm at. So again, I just glad that all of y'all are here with me. You okay? So you got some in game. That sounds real good. Eat those genetics. Okay, yeah, I would love to see some pictures of that. That sounds really good. So when we had a celebration, that's something else I want to mention. When we had a celebration, there's gonna be layer cake there. I can promise you that. we're getting it ready. And I want you to bring some of your stuff. If you grew something, I would love to try some of the stuff you grew. And I would love for us to compare and learn from each other. So that will be happening. If you are trying to make arrangements to get a clone, remember your membership must be active when you pick up your clone. The memberships are $1.99 a month. You can email us. I'll put the email up on there so you'll know how to reach out to us. That's the email address if you would like to make arrangements to pick up your clone. Right now, the only clones we have right now are layer cake clones. And so we really do appreciate you being a member of the channel, and this is why we're trying to open up the benefits a little bit wider. And I know a lot of channels they give you like exclusive behind the scene videos and all that, but we're working on something to a level where we can actually have some type of maybe subscription box where every month you can meet up certain places and you can go pick up a box of stuff that we put together with our partners, people who are trying to make their way in the industry and help get their names out there. I don't know what we're going to call this, but it is something I'm working towards to where we have like a mastermind box. Maybe that's what we call it. And inside the mastermind box, we all kinds of things from Ohio, from this market, from here. So people will have an opportunity to help promote whatever little small things people were making because it's beyond just the things, the cannabis itself, but it's all the other things that go along with it, the glass, the bongs, the equipment, those folks, that's a whole nother community of people that sometimes get overlooked. And so I want to make sure the people within the glass community, the head shop community understand that I'm not overlooking you. I think we need to do more things to involve more of this. And so yeah, how you doing, Billy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Billy's been with us for a long time. And so it's good to see some of you here. I know Friday at 4:20 isn't always the best time to go live, and that's why we're doing Good Morning with Mastermind. Did I say is that right? Did I say it right? Is it Morning with Mastermind? That's Good Morning with Mastermind. That's what it is. So, Good Morning with Mastermind, we're going to cover a variety of things. Some of this will be directly what you might have heard here before, but other things will be what's going on in the world. Because I'm the person that gets up in the morning every day and I check all news networks. I look at everywhere. I look at the wars, all this stuff. I check all that stuff out to see what's going on. Now, what I don't do and what I will not do, not on this channel, and not on probably any channel really, is I'm not going to stay stuck on politics. I don't. The only politic I care about is weed politics. I don't go into all that other stuff. So you will not hear that here on my channel. That's not something that I do here. This is strictly a weed channel. And like I said, the only thing we gonna talk sidetrack about is entertainment and movies and games and music and other fun, entertaining things. We're not gonna be talking about things that are gonna make people feel uncomfortable and weird. I don't do that shit. Nah, it's not me. And you know me, if you've been watching this for 5 years, you already know how I run my channel. That's not something we do here. But we still have to every now and then remind people that's not something we do here. And we definitely want people to feel like this is a safe space to come here and talk and be respectful and respect each other. And I can't thank Jimmy and Lynette for being moderators here. It really does mean a lot to have y'all as a part of the team to help keep things going right for me, because sometimes I might miss something. So if you've ever donated and I didn't say anything to you, I apologize. I just have to keep track of so many screens, as you have seen. But I do appreciate all of your support and everything that I've gotten from everybody over the years. It really does keep me going. And I look forward to this stream every Friday at 4:20. And literally, the doctors, family members, everyone knows, don't bother Anthony on Friday, especially around 4:20. So if somebody calls me, if my phone's ringing right now, you already know it's disrespect, right? Right? Because everybody that really knows me is either watching this right now or they're going to watch it later. So shout out to all my replayers, because I do know there's a lot of replayers. And, those other people, they're gonna watch as soon as they get a chance. But we're here to give people information, and every week we're trying to reach a new milestone. So this video here needs to go to 1,000 views. We need a 1,000 view live stream. So I'm gonna recap some things for you. So Senate Bill 56 was passed in the Ohio Senate and then moved over to the Ohio House. The Ohio House created House Bill 160 as a counter to Senate Bill 56. Then they decided to take Senate Bill 56 and House Bill 160 and create Sub Bill 56. So make no mistake, Senate Bill 56 and Sub Bill 56 are two different things. Okay, what happened next was more than 40 advocates from all over the state of Ohio went to the State House and testified in opposition to House Bill 160, Senate Bill 56, and Sub Bill 56. So we testified 3 different times against this. We also noticed that the interested parties were the Mayor's Association, for example, who felt this is taking money right out of their pockets, out of their budgets, and going to pretty much ruin their plans for the next 12 months. So with that, there also was this thing about taking the taxes and raising the taxes, taking tax revenue and putting it somewhere else, and also reducing the home grow count. I just want to make sure everyone understands this, and we're going to reclip this and reshare this. As of today, June 20, 2025, Issue 2 has not been changed. No amendments have been passed by the House and Senate and signed into law by the governor, Governor DeWine, at this time. So the way Issue 2 was passed is the way Issue 2 is right now. That means you can still grow up to 12 plants per household with 2 adults over 21. That means you can still possess up to 2.5 ounces of plant material and up to 15 grams of concentrate, or 15,000 milligrams of THC concentrate, whatever that is. And you cannot consume in public. You cannot smoke and drive. That's not legal. We're supposed to have delivery, and we don't. 36% of recreational sales tax is supposed to go to social equity and jobs and expungements. It hasn't there, but it's supposed to. 36% of recreational sales tax is supposed to go to the community host fund. It hasn't. The money is still just sitting there, and we need to get the money. So I'm telling you these things because this is not over. We need to get the money, and get these programs up and running. Because right now they're not. And that's the problem. This is something we talked about, lawmakers. Something else I want all of you to understand is that lawmakers want us to work together to come up with a list of things that should be in this amendment. This is part of the other reason why it didn't get passed. So that means that over the next few months, we need to have some town halls, and we need to make sure that we keep telling people what they need to know. Because if we don't do that, when they come back from recess, they're going to try to pass something quick, fast. By the way, I have a leaked source tells me that pre-rolls will be available in July. Has nothing to do with Senate Bill 56. Although, inside Senate Bill 56, there was a nugget of where pre-rolls was authorized there. Guess what? Pre-rolls was already authorized through the Division of Cannabis Control. They already made the rules for it. It's coming. I got something else to tell you. Apes, 3.5s, coming soon. Quarters, 7-gram quarters, coming soon. Bet you didn't know that. Bet you didn't know that, did you? So yeah, I'm giving you breaking news because I get this information, and I think it's time to let you know. Pre-rolls was brought up at the hearing, and we actually had a gentleman bring some pre-rolls there and say, hey, I can't get them tested. Why don't you help me get them tested? I tried to post that video several times, but no one was interested. I don't know why. He literally pulled out some joints and asked for them to help get them tested. Last hearing before that, when I testified, the lawmaker pulled out a joint. I mean, so, I think that, we're in a situation now where we need to educate and inform these individuals sooner than later. And we need to continue to have these town halls. And we still need to have fun too, of course. So that's why the sooner you help me get to this 1 million views, the sooner I can have this party. And I've got a gold cone. For y'all who've never seen me smoke the gold cone, many years ago I had a gold cone, and I've got another gold cone. So when we hit the 1 million views, I will be smoking the gold 24 karat gold joint. You'll see it. I'm not showing it to you right now, but you will see it. And we will happen. 1 million views is happening. And I want to just let you understand something. We never paid YouTube anything for these views. We never paid anybody. We didn't sign up for any cool apps. There was no tricks or hacks or something like that. This was 100% organic views. Somebody told me it wasn't possible. It was like, you only got 5 likes. You only got 4,000 subscribers. Subscribers isn't it. You don't need 1 million subscribers to reach 1 million people. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, just know that the only way that it will succeed is that if you listen to what people are telling you in your audience, connect with people in your audience, make them feel a part of the stream. Like I make y'all feel like y'all part of the stream. What's up, Catholic Retoker? Yeah, this party will be epic. You ain't never lied. It is really going to be something because you're going to be here, Catholic Retoker. Somehow, some way, you're going to be here too, buddy. I know you're going to be here. All of y'all going to be here. I don't know how. I don't know. I want to have it in my house, but it might end up being bigger. So we might have to like find another location. But I think we got enough space. We'll see. We'll see. We won't have to RSVP that sucker. That's for sure. So, yeah, I'm just looking at some of y'all's comments. Gelato Trap Star. Okay. And that's a new cross. Okay. All right. Gelato Trap Star. Okay. I need a picture of that. That sounds interesting. I need a picture of that. Can I get a picture of that Gelato Trap Star from Zerotic 8907? Thank you for being a member. And so also tell all your friends who are not members that if they watch every Friday, you never know. We might be giving free memberships away. But you got to be on here. So what does that mean? You could be potentially get signed up and then you could get stuff. So we're starting out with the clone, but we're going to evolve it to other things. Maybe we get a deal on some papers. I got a couple partners I'm working with. So I'm trying to see if I can get us some cones or some papers, some mastermind joints, some mastermind papers. Let me know in the comments if you would use some mastermind papers. So I'm working on rolling papers, rolling trays, grinders, and cups. And the cup that I'm trying to get is pretty cool because what I'd like to get is a cup where when it gets cold, it changes colors. When you put cold liquid in it, it turns one color, and when you put warm in it, it turns a different color. I got one of these cups. I would show it to you, but I'm not trying to advertise the company that who's on the cup. But I am dying to figure out where they got the cup made from. So that's something I'm working on because I want to have the same cup, and I want to put my logo on. All right, so if you're just joining us late, Senate Bill 56 is stalled. Some are saying it's dead. I just say it's stalled because they'll just change the number and it'll be something else next time. So they're going to do this thing probably until they can't do it anymore. So we have to keep reminding ourselves that this ain't over and that we're going to keep on putting out the good fight. But at the same time, we're going to start planning out our summer. So over the next few weeks, we'll start talking more about what type of events that we're going to be doing here, in addition to the town hall. But also, we're going to be talking about uh, the Ohio Cannabis Expo. We're going to be talking about my new gaming initiative, Tag, Token Game. So we will be doing Token Game, Tag, and we also will be doing Cannabis Movie Night. And that's something I want to do. But I need to find out from you, and you let me know in the comments if we do ain't even an if. When we do Cannabis Movie Night, should we do it? Should we rent the movie theater and then have an after party somewhere else, private property where we can consume at? Or should we do an outdoor movie night? We rent a place or we have a private place where you can consume and watch the movie outside. Okay. Or should we try to rent a drive-in theater? Like find one of those somewhere. There's still a few left and go rent a drive-in theater and have a cannabis party at a drive-in theater. It's outside. Might be a little bit technical with the rules though, with with the driving in and driving out, driving in, I don't know. So y'all let me know in the comments what you think might be cooler. And then we're also going to eventually be having our first Cannabis Jazz and Rip Fest. Cause I own CannabisJazzandRipFest.com. Go look it up. It's up. I own it. That's us too. I love me some jazz. I ain't supposed to be eating no barbecue, so I'm gonna facilitate some barbecue and some ribs for y'all. But I don't know if I'll be able to eat the ribs. I'll be able to eat that potato salad and then baked beans maybe, and some of that grilled chicken. Hey Bobby K, thank you for the super chat. Love that little character there. That is so cute, man. That's cool. Thank you. So if you do super chats, that helps us. That goes right to us. YouTube does take a little bit of that for them, but it helps us pay for all the software and all the programs it takes for me to run all this. It does cost us a lot of money. Just for example, they charge $100 a month for the internet. $100 a month for internet. They charge us $40 a month for an editing program that we don't even hardly use half the time. But when we do need it, we got to use it. But it's $40 a month. I mean, to the program that makes our thumbnails cost $15 a month. I mean, there's so many different fees that they charge up once you start doing this YouTube stuff and all this other stuff. That's why everybody's like, do this, do that. I'm like, man, we're still paying for everything we're already doing. You know, and then all the equipment, the cameras. You know how many different cameras we have bought over the years now? And we're getting ready to buy some more cameras. This camera's pretty neat though, because we can do something like this. Let me see if this works. I had to make sure my dog wasn't behind. Yeah, it's like a tracking. Yeah, because sometimes I'm gonna want to stand up, because sitting is not good for me. When you have pancreatitis, sitting is not your friend. Um, it's okay for some time, but mainly when you stand up, it's kind of almost like a balance happens. Like because when you sit down, pressure is on your stomach, and then pressure is on my back, and that happens. That absolutely happens. But see, even though I'm walking up to the camera, I can walk back a little bit, and this thing's amazing tech. Then you can sit down. It got stuck looking at the ceiling. It's gonna find me though. Here we go. Here I go. Oh wow, it's stuck looking up. There we go. So yeah, and what I do, what you notice is I turned it off because it it gets so wonky sometimes. I have to like adjust it. So anyway, I thank all of y'all for being here today. Again, share this video. We are already at 172 views, which is great. We got 40 people on here. So for those who are coming in late before we go, I'm going to ask the same questions again. I want to know what you're cooking for dinner or what's for dinner. I want to know what the weather is in your area right now. Give me your forecast, your temperature. And I also want to know what your favorite strain is right now. It doesn't matter whether it's something you grew yourself or something you get from the dispensary or something you got from somewhere else. It doesn't matter. So tell me what your favorite strain is right now. And then don't forget, I need to know about the movie night. So I want you to tell me in the comments about the movie night. Should we rent the movie theater and then have a party after the movie? Should we have a movie night on private property, like in my house somewhere like that, and we just all outside and we can just do our thing outside private property? Or should we try to rent a drive-in theater? Hey, Mike, appreciate the super chat, my brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's a free pay version. Favorite strain garlic. You still on that garlic cookie? Hey, Lynette, I got some garlic cookie seeds too now that I need to get going with. I got some Riviera Creek garlic cookie seeds too. I need to test it out now that I know you did it. So I need to know. So yes, I appreciate y'all. And again, don't forget to answer this question. So if you're watching this on the replay, I'll know you watched it to this point because you'll be answering these questions. If you don't answer the questions on the replay, then you didn't watch it. So just to recap before I go, we've heard them say they're not going to vote on Senate Bill 56, Sub Bill 56 between now and in this session. And the session ends on June 30th. So they still could do something next week and surprise us all. So we're not going to just let our guards down like that. So we're going to keep watching. We're going to keep monitoring. But keep an eye out. I'm going to try to put a schedule up for Good Morning with Mastermind and try to figure out which day works the best. I don't know that we can sustain it every single day. But I think this show is going to happen around 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. Um, that's usually what time I get done doing all the stuff I got to do with my dog and my plants. So that's probably around the time that it'll probably end up coming on. So I thank all of y'all for being here today. Make sure y'all share the video as many places as you can and watch as many, get caught up on all your videos. And I thank all of y'all for being here. And I'm going to see y'all on the next stream. Peace.